This is KVUE News Daybreak.
When I turned around and saw the guy, he was like right there. I could have maybe touched him.
A horrific tragedy strikes again on the University of Texas campus.
And he just grabbed this guy that was standing like right there next to me by the shoulder and shoved it into his back.
The student goes on a rampage, a stabbing rampage, attacking 4 other students with a hunting knife, ultimately killing one.
I talked to this man, I looked him in the face, had conversations with him.
This morning, what we're learning about the victim who died from that brutal attack and the student arrested for his murder. Good morning. Thanks for joining us for Daybreak. Time is 4:30. That attack happened on Monday right after lunch outside Gregory Gym on the campus of UT. The victim who died, identified as Harrison Brown, the Graham Independent School District west of Fort Worth, says he graduated there last year. In a Facebook post, they say Harrison was, quote, an inspiration to everyone around him. Witnesses say a young man came up to Harrison and 3 other people, stabbing them on yesterday afternoon right by Gregory Gym. 2 of the victims have been released from the hospital this morning. Police were able to track down the man, Kendricks J. White, and arrested him. This is video of the arrest you see now on your screen. Here's what we know about White. He's 21. He's from Killeen, a junior at UT, a biology major there on campus. A student who knows White says they met this semester and White seemed fine. But things changed about a month ago when White stopped coming to a few biology classes they had together. The student tells KVUE that White appeared to be depressed and had been arrested for a DUI a while back. Classes will resume at UT today, and many students say they're concerned for their safety following Monday's tragedy, especially after hearing that Greek life students were the primary targets for the attack. So far, none of these rumors have turned out to be true, but the members of the campus Greek life who had been targeted with graffiti messages in recent weeks are taking precautions regardless.
Anyone, I feel like, should feel unsafe in this situation. Like, it's like scary out there. You never know who's going to be the one holding a knife. So we sent out an email Google form to all the members to see where they were, and then we sent out an email to all the parents saying that everyone was safe and accounted for.
Now, UT has increased patrols and extended the bus line hours to be cautious. In response to this deadly attack, the University of Texas Counseling and Mental Health Center extending its hours to students and staff who want to talk. They'll be open today and tomorrow until 7 p.m. The center also has a crisis line available 24 hours a day. You can call that number 512-471-2255 if you need that. A GoFundMe page has been set up for the victim's family. It's raised nearly $30,000 so far. We've not been able to confirm that this GoFundMe account is going directly to the family, but we're working to do that. As soon as we have that confirmed, we will post a link on our website, KVUE.com. Coming up in the next half hour, KVUE's Corey Coffin and Jay Wallace join us live from campus with the aftermath of yesterday's tragedy, and they'll show us what else students are saying about this tragic attack. Turning now to our forecast for this Tuesday, we toss it over to Erica Lopez with a look at weather. Erica.
Hey there, Brian. Good morning. Under the ridge of this, or the influence of this ridge of high pressure is still for central Texas. That's bringing in some Gulf moisture. Notice some southeast winds, also giving us some pretty gusty conditions out there. You can notice the sky cam shaking every once in a while this morning. Here's a look at your temperatures as you're heading out the door. Upper 50s ABIA, mid 60s for Cam Mabry, and dew points are steadily increasing. That's going to be the case today. Also, keep in mind that gusts will be strong at times throughout the entire day today. We're talking in the teens, potentially mid-20 mile an hour gusts for Tuesday and also into Wednesday. Here's how today is going to play out hour by hour. Temperatures will be a couple degrees warmer than yesterday. We are expecting to top out near 90. Forecasted high today for the Austin metro area is 90 degrees. Waking up to very, very small cloud coverage out there, and then mostly sunny skies expected this afternoon. Keep in mind, breezy conditions, maybe some strong winds at times for Tuesday. I am tracking some rain in store Wednesday. I'll talk about that in the full forecast. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Erica, thank you. Austin police also investigating a different unrelated stabbing. The attack happened yesterday afternoon as well on Nueces Street near 26th in West Campus. The victim said he saw a man threaten a woman with a knife, so he started arguing with the man, both doing okay. The victim recovering with non-life-threatening injuries. Officers need your help finding the accused attacker in this case, described as a white male in his 20s, about 5'9", sandy brown hair, last seen wearing blue jeans and a hoodie sweatshirt. If you have any information, you're encouraged to call police. All new this morning, a fire tears through a mobile home in northeast Austin. Happened early this morning. Crews responded to the fire on Compass Drive off 290 near Walter E. Long Lake. Paramedics took one person to the hospital for evaluation. Travis County firefighters say the fire caused about $40,000 in damage. The cause of the fire still under investigation. A bill to ban sanctuary cities across the state making its way to the legislative finish line now, and opponents are taking action, calling on Governor Greg Abbott to veto the bill. United in the struggle, we shall not be moved. These protesters staged an all-day sit-in in the governor's business office until last night. They're fighting against Senate Bill 4, which mandates all law enforcement honor immigration and customs enforcement detainer requests. The Senate passed SB 4 back in February. The House approved it last week. This group included Austin City Council member Greg Casar and more than 20 other protesters. Police arrested the entire group for criminal trespassing, but later released them. Governor Abbott not in the building at the time of the demonstration. 4:36 now, and cleanup continues this daybreak in northeast Texas after multiple tornadoes touched down over the weekend. The National Weather Service saying at least 6 tornadoes tore through the area nearly 60 miles east of Dallas, including the cities of Canton, Fruitvale, and Emory. The storms killed at least 4 people, leaving dozens hurt. The American Red Cross has opened up 2 shelters in Emory and in Canton. If you would like to help the families in need, you can head to our website, KVUE.com. on how to do that. Texas Governor Greg Abbott's declared a state of disaster for Henderson, Van Zandt, and Rains counties. In a statement released yesterday, Abbott said, in part, quote, "I ask that everyone keep those impacted in your prayers as we come together to rebuild in the aftermath of these storms." Today, officials could tell us the name of a man who died out at Lake Travis over the weekend. Sheriff's deputies say the 21-year-old and 2 other people were on a party barge when they went cliff diving Sunday. Witnesses say the man went under and never resurfaced. Rescue crews found his body yesterday morning. Officials say the partygoers had flotation devices, but the 21-year-old lost his. A former Austin Independent School District police officer facing charges this morning, accused of getting violent with an 8th grader. A Travis County grand jury has indicted Officer Christopher Penalosa on charges of injury to a child and unlawful restraint of a person under the age of 17. The incident happened at Bedichik Middle School last fall. Officials say the 8th grader was removed from class for disruptive behavior, and that's when Officer Penalosa was called to assist. The 2 scuffled and fell to the floor, the struggle captured on school security camera. Penalosa left the department several months ago and began working for the Travis County Sheriff's Office. According to our partners over at the Statesman, he's no longer employed there. A stark warning this morning from President Trump on the threat posed by North Korea to U.S. troops in the region and beyond.
Nobody's safe. I mean, who's safe? The guy's got nuclear weapons. We're probably not safe over here. If he gets the long-range missiles, we're not safe either.
The president says he's open to the idea of meeting with the North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un, but he tells Bloomberg News that under what he called the right circumstances, quote, "I would be honored to do it," end quote, said the president. Sources say Un is prepared for another test, possibly nuclear, to guard against the North Korean threat. The president says he's also reaching out to the Philippine president, Rodrigo Duterte, a man human rights groups say has committed crimes against humanity for an anti-drug campaign blamed for 7,000 murders. The battle over Obamacare coming to an end, and Republicans are hoping for another vote by the end of the week to repeal and replace it. The president insists the GOP plan will protect Americans with pre-existing conditions. According to the American Medical Association, the Republican plan could effectively make coverage completely unaffordable to people with pre-existing conditions. When pressed about this, the president said there would be additional changes.
One of the fixes that was discussed pre-existing was optional for the states.
Sure, in one of the fixes, and they're changing it and changing
so it would be
it.
permanent.
Of course.
Now, there is no word of those changes yet. Thousands of rape kits in Texas left untested, dating back nearly 2 decades. How does the state fix the problem? A Defender special report coming up next. And a live look outside on this Tuesday morning. Police will be cracking down on drivers in Austin this month. Coming up, how you can avoid a hefty fine and stay safe on the roads. Stay with us.